catch the rain, harvesting rainwater. I always start with Mother Nature because right from the Stone Age to today's virtual age, mankind has done only one thing which is constant. The world is changing. That is destruction to the nature. My interaction today will be whether we can take a move forward because nature is forgiving. One step forward, it gives you 1 million in return. My gratitude to Team Ennore for the wonderful support given to me, to motivating team members, IT alumni, and SAG group. My members are also here supporting me, ICCW, and WOW, and also National Water Mission Portal, Literature Internet. Let me take, in the case of water, learning from our ancestors is the most important because we have forgotten what ancestors have taught us. This is the Sri Anandapadmanabha Swami Temple. I hail from Trivandrum. This Padmatirtham temple pond is one of the finest water conservation and rainwater harvesting measures which I have seen. 18 hectares of water, which had an inlet from the Kochar River in the earlier days and an outlet to the Arabian Sea. A phenomenal piece of rainwater harvesting. And Trivandrum had the concept of 24/7 water supply on the taps without sumps. My effort has been a will-to-do approach. Been a panelist in National Water Mission. The theme of catch the rain where it falls, when it falls, inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister in the last Water Day, is most important because once we follow this theme of catch the rain where it falls, when it falls, our nation can be water rich. Our world, our planet can be water rich because we are supposed to make efforts not to throw any water outside. This can be achieved by effective rainwater harvesting. This is what I've been trying to practice. This year's theme, the groundwater, making the invisible visible. It's a very beautiful word. Can we achieve it? We can by joining hands and the nature gives more rain what we need and also to take the water into the ground. Maximize groundwater recharge. Only a small percentage can be used for direct use. It improves groundwater table. Many people are not aware that it improves groundwater quality also because rainwater is the purest form of water. In addition, rainwater floats on saline water. That is God's gift. It improves soil strength. In case we do not do harvesting, the soil becomes brittle, weaker. Most important, it contributes to climate change. The various steps of rainwater harvesting are there. Team involvement, finally, a water positive model. Our country receives about 1 meter of rainfall and only 8% of this rainfall is being utilized. Hence, the huge potential. I have taken this from the National Water Mission talks. By rainwater harvesting or recharging the ground, they can be water comfortable, if not water rich. An example of Chennai is always relevant because Chennai comes with a tag that is a water-starved city. But nature has given more water, 1.4 meter per year against the average of 1 meter. And in case we need only 1/3 of this water for Chennaites to live like kings on water. I'm going to the implementations. Mr. Shankar Ramurthy also will join me towards the end in communicating the advantages. This is a lovely Indian Oil Bhavan building in the prime area of Nungambakam High Road. This entire area was inundated with water in the last rains, inundated with water. How we have managed not have waterlogging here, and also we have made the building a water positive model and also achieved groundwater recharge by retaining more than 85% into the ground. How have we done it? I'm going quite fast. This is the building. What we have done, we have used the existing stormwater drain. That means no money is wasted in catching the water. The fundamental principles in catching the water, no money is wasted. We have put about 29 pits here. And how the pits are made? Well within the drain, no extra space taken. These are the pits. You can see the earth and the gravel is poured into the earth. That means there is a percolation from the gravel or blue metal directly to the earth. There is no concrete structure into these wells. It enables both radial and longitudinal percolation. This is a finished surface. This is where we can see very, very aesthetically merging along with the stormwater drain. And this is a tube well. And in fact, Indian Oil could stop buying of tankers, saving about 2 tankers in a day. The amount spent on rainwater harvesting, this was less than 4 lakhs. It was paid back in less than 3 months. What is the result? Our building area quite clean and the outside fully waterlogged. Can I request Shankar Ramurthy to share quickly his thoughts?
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I wish to thank you for inviting me for this program. I wish to say I'm actually GM administration of our SRO, Indian Oil SRO building. So we had severe, water logging in our office, and also we were buying 2 tankers every day to meet our water needs. Now, under the able guidance of Mr. Ramkumar, who came in handy when we posed the problem to him, he came out and suggested that how we should go about the rainwater harvesting. And as he said, we have dug about 29 pits, and we also had dug up a bore well. And then now we have started reaping the benefits of this. And we have totally eliminated the buying of water now, and we are totally water rich. And secondly, during the last heavy rain pour that we had not a single day of water logging in our building, though it's in a slightly lower level than the road. So overall, I think it was a magnificent success, and I thank Mr. Ramkumar for the entire thing. So that is my effort. Thank you so much.
Thanks to the wonderful support of Indian Oil in doing this, a very aesthetically merging, simple method of the Mother Earth being able to hold the rain. Nobody else can. And also the water quality is improved. When we checked up in December, the tubal water quality, which was originally around 700 ppm, in December it was only 135 ppm. No, that's the effect. No, my theme is, why not we replicate this concept? Because everywhere in Chennai, it is the roads which become the drains during rains. Why not we replicate this as the concept of rain harvesting stormwater drains with distributed graded gravel pit within the stormwater drain? This can be a great success because Chennai is a flat terrain. A lot of hydraulic head is required even to take the water, even if you want to take it to Bay of Bengal. This method will ensure uniformly distributed discharge into the soil, strengthening the soil, improving the water table, keeping the drains clean, keeping the roads clean. This could be a sponge city model. My plea to this August forum, there are very eminent people in this forum. Why not we take up to the government? I understand the Chief Minister has constituted a committee. He was highly worried that there has been a lot of waterlogging. We can present this to the committee that this is the simplest method because there is no necessity to spend crores of rupees. We can harvest the water into the ground and save the city from flooding as well as use the bountiful rains. See, this is a concept I tried in Andheri, our own complex, in 2011 with great success. The same concept at a cost of 1.3 lakhs. And Indian Oil had given me a trophy with a citation on the Indian Oil Day 2012. Same concept tried out. This rain harvesting stormwater drain, very cost-effective same method, has been tried out in 2011 with a trophy from Indian Oil on the Indian Oil Day to me. A proof of the success of these models. Very low cost, very safe. It cost me only 1.3 lakhs. The consultant wanted 1.5 lakhs to give a scheme. What I suggested cost only 1.3 lakhs. Indian Oil has been kind enough to give us a trophy on the Indian Oil Day on 2012. The trophy is in my drawing room, acting as a motivation to pursue this goal. This is the fantastic administrative building at the Ennore LPG bottling plant today. You can see the lush green LPG plant, which is a testimony to the improvement of the groundwater. What is the condition in 2000? We did not have a single drop of good water, no water, and a saline water, sea water below 6 feet. How do you manage? We had the 2 concepts. First concept, catch the water. 50 acres of land we had, we located the roof of the largest area. That's the plant shed, 7,300 square meter. We could collect 10 million liters of water every year through the pipes. 10 million liters of water. This tank was 3 million. From here, our LPG plant had already the storage tanks because we require a lot of water for fire protection. This was 12 million. So from here, this is only a buffer tank. It gets filled up. And this water, rainwater being the purest form of water, it was originally used even for drinking purpose. Now they have got a better connection. It is meeting 60% of the plant's water requirement even today. The cost was 45 lakhs and the payback period was less than 4 years. And more than 22 years, it is giving good service, excellent service. Next important parameter. There is no point unless we improve the groundwater and the groundwater. So we had recharged with 54 recharging pits, all connected to the stormwater drain. In fact, my learning of putting the stormwater pits within the stormwater drain has come after that. Here, we have improved the saline water to service quality water today. This is being used for gardening and it will come to the rescue of the plant at any point of time. A phenomenal achievement where we had not a single drop of water. By very simple methods, we have converted to a water comfortable situation. Not only that, the groundwater improving day by day. Let me come to the bad practices in urban. You see, it is the city dweller who has least respect for water. The connect by the farmers to the water is excellent. The city dweller, I throw my water onto the road. And the Gurgaon, our main city flooding is because of such problems. And let me show you a clip here, which I have taken in November end during the rains, opposite to Meenambakam Airport in the prestigious area of Chennai, whereby a poor scooterist, he escaped because he could negotiate it. Why not we take all these waters, wherever it is distributed, and take it into the ground? Because this sort of method not only creates a hazard for people, the roads are becoming the drains. This is my own house where I'm staying, about 8 apartments in Kamakoti Nagar area of Pallikarnai. The water here is absolutely, water 10 years back in our house was blackish water. A person who takes the water will have to go to hospital immediately. That water, we have changed it, we have improved it by using only rainwater in the last 10 to 12 years. What we have done, the terrace water, we have taken into the well. The well water, which had a TDS of 35,000 or 40,000, is now less than 500 ppm in rainy season and less than 1,500 ppm in summer season. It is meeting 40% of our water needs. In addition, the driveway water goes into the greenery. This is an example of we are able to retain more than 90% of the water which is in our own area. I'm just showing an illustration of the greater gravel pits. Because no hollow space. In petroleum installations, we do not like hollow space. Small trough for the water to fall and water gets percolated both radially and longitudinally. A much superior proposition from the conventional structural pits, which are costlier and which allow water discharge only longitudinally. Much safer, least costly, more efficient, simple in design, and strengthening the soil. Because we are introducing graded gravel pits, which are the best form of soil. Another example, when the roof water, this is the petrol stations what you was talking about. This is what I've done in Kamakoti in our park. But I had taken 25 minutes. I have taken only 18 minutes now. In fact, this is a petrol station. I have taken highway petrol stations, wherein we are not supposed to throw the water onto the road. What we have done? The driveway water, we have caught it and we are able to harvest it in the front Kacha Nala. Earlier, it was going partially to the outside fields. We could harvest about 60% of the water in this method. In addition, we can do the canopy harvesting by the figure which I have shown you earlier. This is the very successful model of a community park rainwater harvesting done to save the flooding and improve the water table and the water quality in 1 hectare park, community park at Kamakoti Nagar, where I stay. The groundwater is saline. This park is like a saucer. In fact, the outside water also enters into this park. And it used to be flooded in rains for 3 weeks. Now the flooding is reduced to 3 days' time. How we achieved it? In any rainwater harvesting measures, people join together. The mind of the person is more important. The solutions are simple. So we have the corporation executive engineers standing along with me at the park, along with our association and team L&T. I could open them in 2 years back for the water day under CSR scheme, and myself deliberating simplest of the designs to recharge the ground in a cost-effective mechanism. What you have done? We can see the 6 stages of the pit. We have dug about 4 feet, and finally we have about 4 feet, 8 feet in depth, and the graded gravel is filled. The pit is filled with graded gravel, which enables circumferential and radial percolation, radial and longitudinal percolation. You can see the finished pit merging with the topography. I've already explained the advantages. We are able to take 10 million liters of water annually into the ground. In fact, if you improve upon it, we can take even more. In fact, the wetlands are the life of Chennai, and we are lucky to have the Pallikarnai wetland, the marshland. In case the Pallikarnai wetland is lost, the Chennai city will die. I've been also part of my Trivandrum Engineering College group in propagating awareness. We have conducted even painting competitions for children. We had discussions with the forest officials in maintenance, in conservation of this wetland.